Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on architectural features, tips and tricks. These videos are based on your feedback, so please subscribe to this channel. Also click the like button and please send me your requests. Check out the description for download links for the template file I used, as well as the drawing up to the end of this video if applicable. Also the screen layout that you see here on my Caddy 25, which contains amongst toolbars also my keyboard shortcuts. You'll also find my email address to send me your requests. One of the first requests I received was to explain the levels in a bit more detail. I sometimes refer to it as a level wizard, but this is just for easy reference. Because of the massive amount of content I have to cover in this topic, I will break this video into smaller chunks for easier digestion and understanding. This video will cover the theory behind the levels functionality. To load the levels, I will click on Manage and I will select Levels. Caddy will place it onto my drawing area, and I'm going to place it on the right hand side. I will dock it in there for easy access. I'm going to start by defining what the level functionality does, as many people have many thoughts around not just what it does but how it should work, or shall I rather say the way they think it should work. Many users think it is just shifting the working environment to specific heights. Well, this is not totally wrong, but it is not the total utilization either. Height change is but one of the many automated features. Let's have a look at a practical example of our structure that we've done thus far. I'm going to click to view from the front position. I'm going to pan over, and just to demonstrate the height change, if I now click on my story 1, you will notice the UCS icon, how it will shift up to the next level or the next height. When I select my level back story 0, you'll notice it will shift back to the 0 level. Here is another example of an elevation of a structure. Let me stress the importance of the height change though. Because we are going to create the stories or floors on top of each other instead of next to each other, the first story becomes a challenge, as I have to calculate the head height for the windows and doors. When utilizing the levels feature, I can work with a height of 2.1 meters instead of remembering 4.370. And this is if we do not have any split levels in our design, which will make it even more complicated and confusing. So let me summarize the functionality associated with the levels in layman's terms or basic terms. I'm going to switch back to our structure drawing. And when I click on the levels and the settings for the levels, I get the dialog box for them. The levels feature enables me to change the following: the elevation height of the UCS or user coordinate system, as I just demonstrated. In other words, the bottom start position of my height. The height extends for that height, for example, floor to ceiling height or the wall plate, or in other words, the top height position. The display configuration. This is the representation of objects, meaning how an object is displayed when looking at it, for instance, on the plan view compared to a 3D view. Properties like whether the object is hatched and in what color, etc. This can also be set manually or overwritten from the bottom of the Caddy screen layout. The cut plane height. This sets the cut plane height for my section definitions. When looking at the first story on plan, I do not want to see the ground story information or objects like walls, doors, etc., although these stories are placed on top of each other as if it was built in real life, compared to drawing the two stories alongside each other. A layer group to be displayed. Because I allocated all the different objects to be placed on their own layers for each story, the layer groups are fundamental in showing the user the correct information for a specific level. For example, looking on a plan view of the first story, Caddy will not display the layers that are not listed in the first story layer group. This works in conjunction with the cut plane height. And do not forget, the user can very simply and quickly too change the layer groups manually. These layer groups can also be applied to the viewports on my title sheets. A specific view to be displayed. The user can set up and save views, for example, for plan view, north elevation, etc., or even a position in the model space for a section. Remember, levels are not just used to take effect for height change, but when I keep or lock the height on a predefined value, I can use the levels to move my view to a specific position without using the mouse to pan. For example, here I have a site plan that is situated on a completely different position in my model space. A typical example, but not limited to, is a housing development where there are numerous units. I need to get to unit 62. Instead of zooming and panning the drawing to find it, I can zoom into a site plan, save the view with that stamped number, and simply use the levels to not only move to the view position, but I can also change the layer group for that unit as an example in order to display that unit's information only. As mentioned earlier, the layer groups can also be applied to the viewports when I place the information on my title sheet. The active layer. This means that by selecting the correct level, when I draw walls, they will be allocated automatically onto the correct layer. The same for the following: doors, windows, door window assemblies, openings, curtain walls, slabs, stairs, railings, roofs, roof slabs, structural members, mass element and mass groups. And just when you thought it was just for 3D objects, this also includes section lines, 2D sections, schedules, spaces, zones, multi-view blocks, and even dimensions, hatch and text. For objects not allocated a layer setting here, they will be placed on the active layer when this level is selected. All these settings are set and applied each time the level is changed. So with a little bit of planning, making the relevant changes here, your drawing experience will be escalated to the next level, because your drawing will have more intelligence with minimal effort from you as the user. And then there's an old saying, work smarter, not harder. Don't forget, although this sounds like a mouthful, you can save this as your template, and CAD will load it by default to be used in your next project. Stick around for the next video where I will demonstrate these features in a practical example. If you enjoyed watching this video, click the like and subscribe button and send me your requests. Remember to check out the description for the download links of the files used in creating this video, and looking forward to hear from you. Happy drawing!